Who is Michael Jackson in all of this? Michael Jackson, the seventh of 9 children, was born to a devout Jehovah's Witness mother. His father, Joseph, a steel mill worker who performed with an R&B band called the Falcons. Well, the boys didn't form the Jackson 5. Joe Jackson formed the Jackson 5. There's something about Joe Jackson that we have to understand. Most of us have children and we have no purpose for them. So they grow up without a name, without a purpose, and we just hope that they'll turn out all right. Joe Jackson had a purpose for his children. And at 5 years old, the Jackson 5 became national hit. Their first 4 singles, I Want You Back, A.B.C, The Love You Save, and I'll Be There, went to #1. The Jackson 5 were born. When I talked with Brother Michael, as I will chronicle now, he said to me, Farrakhan, I didn't have a childhood. I would have liked to have sleepovers and pillow fights and all the things that children did. But I was performing since I was 5 years old. That's why Michael found so much joy with the young lady, Brooke Shields. And when he met with Shirley Temple Black, they both sat down and cried together because Shirley Temple Black was a childhood star that I remember when I was a little boy. And they, when you're gifted like that, you don't have a childhood because somebody's pushing you. And through pushing the gifted ones, the parents and others can become wealthy. I told Michael, I said, Michael, in the world of wisdom, we don't have time for foolishness. In the world of wisdom, you plan for your baby when you know you've conceived. And even before that, when you get down on your knees, mother, black, brown, red, yellow, or white, when you know you are expecting, then the person that wants to make a great child, they go down on their knees and they vow what is in their womb to God. Listen, as this new life is being formed in the womb, it has eyes, but it cannot see, but ears, it can hear. It hears its mother's heartbeat. It knows its mother's voice. It hears what goes on in the environment around it. So a pregnant woman is so precious that you must never expose a pregnant woman to things that would damage that which is growing in her womb. Some people play voices to their child. Some play music to their child. And even though the Quran says when the child is born into the world, it knows nothing, but it has an inclination coming from that womb. The woman is sacred. And it's so sad that we as men don't realize how sacred the womb of the female is. That you make the prophets, you make the kings, you make the rulers, you make the demons. They all come from your womb. Michael Jackson's mother was a praying mother. That young boy was born into the world for a purpose and with a destiny bigger than music. We know him. My children knew him from the time he was 10 and came to public attention. My children grew up watching Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5, and when they had the little, what do you call it, child shows, you know. What?